I've been noticing lately that some of the Twitch DJ raid trains have not been organized, and it can be due to a lot of factors, and I don't want to go into all that, but I noticed that when a raid train is not organized properly, it can be a distraction and a hindrance towards either the organizer or mainly the DJs that you're trying to invite to play on your raid train. So what I want to do tonight on this Monday Night Rant, I I literally want to give a how to in organizing Twitch DJ raid trains, and hopefully for those who wants to create and organize a raid train of their own, they will be able to do so without any difficulties. So without further ado, let's get to it. What's up, everyone? This is Househeadspeakz, and before I start, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you will know that I will be starting a Monday Night Rant. Give me 1 second. I apologize for that. Thought I had the right setting for the mood, but now we're back in business. So, you saw what's on top there. How to organize a Twitch raid train. I know the last time I did a Monday Night Rant on raid trains, I pretty much was given like the rules and regulations and the nuances of a Twitch raid train. This time, I'm actually going to give you a full blown step by step of how to organize a Twitch raid train. Hopefully, when you guys see this, you will have a full understanding. And please, 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 please use this as a blueprint. So when you decide to organize a raid train of your own, you'll be able to do so without a hitch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to go to the presentation. Now, just to let you know up front, this may be a long one. I usually try not to make my Monday night rants over 30 minutes, but since I really want to go in depth with this one, it may be a little longer. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try my best not to go over, but if I do, I just want to apologize in advance. But I really want to get this out because I think it's as important for those who wants to organize who wants to be in charge of a raid train to organize one and be successful at doing it. So we're gonna go to the presentation right about now. Okay, we're gonna go back a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, how to organize a Twitch raid train. You know, and I used it a little disclaimer means if you don't know, now you know. So now, hopefully, you hopefully these will be liked and shared, and anybody who needs a blueprint, a roadmap, into doing raid trains, you can't have no. There's no excuses. You have one. So, and also don't don't worry about if you're not able to read the wording here on the video. I will have everything that I'm reading here in the description box below, so you will have two places to reference when you are ready to do your raid train. So let's go to the next one. Okay, a Twitch raid train is a series of scheduled live DJ sets where one DJ raids another's stream, creating a continuous stream of music for viewers. This method is popular for building communities, growing followers, and keeping audiences engaged. Okay, and I'll be giving you a step by step guide to organizing a successful Twitch raid train in a moment. But what I want to say about the last segment is saying that this method is popular for building communities, growing followers, and keeping audiences engaged. That is a true statement. I've been doing raid trains for a few months now. I'm 1/4 of a raid train called House Masters, where where me and three others organize our raid trains, and we do three of them. I'm also part of a couple of major raid trains where I just go ahead and choose a slot that's going to fit my schedule, and then when the time for me to play, I just play. But now we're gonna go through the step by step. So we're gonna start with step one. Okay, step one: set a theme or objective. Decide on a theme, music genre, or specific vibe for the raid train, i.e., House Masters, Halloween open format train, or Vibes for the Tribes Halloween Havoc. These, those two are raid trains that I was involved in. One that was created by one of the members of House Masters because it was also his birthday. The other one, I am a member of I'm sorry, Vibes for the Tribes. So anytime they do a major raid train festival, where they usually do it over a weekend, and it usually be like, I say about over 100 or so Twitch DJs, you gotta have to try to pick your slot. So you pick a slot, and then when it's time for you to play, you play. Okay. The second part is establish the goals. Do you want to grow followers, promote a specific group of DJs, or fundraise? See, you have options. You know, I use raid trains to grow followers, but I also promote and represent, groups like House Masters, and like I said, I am part of Vibe for the Tribe. I also am part of Twitch DJs as well. So, and I'm also part of the Red Lab, which is a different scenario. But the main thing is these raid trains work well with DJs, especially new and upcoming DJs who just not starting and wants to gain followers and things of that nature. A raid train is the best, and that's the best, the easiest, and the quickest way to gain those followers and build your community and build an audience. So we're gonna go to number two. Okay, number two, recruit DJs. Okay, reach out to DJs in your community. The best way to use is Discord. That's where most of the Ray Train community is there, um, and also social media as well, or finding DJs on Twitch who might be interested in participating. I mean, I have been invited to number raid trains by Twitch via Whisper. They will whisper me a message, and then I will go to that message, and I will see if a schedule that they have on a particular raid train matches with my schedule, or if I'm not, if I'm free, I will join. If I'm not free, I will not. So that's how that works. Okay, make sure each DJ is comfortable with Twitch's raid feature and has reliable setup for streaming, which that means you have to have a Twitch stream setup like I do here. I mean, right, even as we speak, I'm speaking to the mic, speaking through the mic, which is connected to my DDJ 800 controller, and I'm using OBS. OBS, I use this to not only um, record and go live on YouTube. I also use this to go live on Twitch. So that's how my DJ setup. And then I also have three cams. I have two. I have a cam far from me. I have a cam that's showing the my controller, and then I have my my cam on the laptop. So that's my setup. Gather each DJ's availability, time zone, and preferred set duration. Now, there's two Raid Train organized websites that's out there. One is called RaidPal, and the other is called Red Labs. Now, these two are the ones that most Twitch DJs use to claim a slot on a particular Raid Train. So let's go to number 3. Okay, schedule and coordinate. Create a schedule with each DJ sets time, allowing for a few minutes of overlapping to smooth out transition. A typical, now what that means is, say for instance that I'm going to be DJing at 2 p.m. and it's a 2-hour set, and the DJ is it's going to be scheduled for 12 noon. So that DJ is going to play at his or her schedule, all the way all the way to 2. But I don't start at exactly 2. I start at least 10 minutes before that time. Reason being is I'm already playing, so when that DJ gets ready to raid all his followers and those who saw him or her to me, I'm already playing, I'm already there, and all I have to do is just welcome the raiders and all that other stuff. And I'll explain to that one later. But that's how that flow, commence. Okay, a typical set length is 1 to 2 hours per DJ. Ensure that the time slots accommodate different time zones if the event is international. Most big organized raid trains like Vibes for the Tribe and Techno and Friends, and also Twitch DJs, those are international. So, but the great thing about sites like Raid Proud and Red Labs, once you click onto the site, you can go. It will read your particular time zone. Now on RaidPal, the first thing you do when you connect, make sure you connect through your Twitch. It's gonna be a top that says connect, and it's gonna show the time, which is usually show time zone UTC, which is European time. Now, when you hit connect, then it automatically shows your time zone, so you can really pinpoint on what time you want to play, and then you select that slot. That's why, when you, especially when you're doing major raid trains, and then if you're organizing raid train and you happen to live out in Europe or in Asia, or in those countries, and you definitely want to get everybody from other parts of the world to play, then it behooves you to use either a Raid Pal or a Red Labs to coordinate your raid trains, so people can go ahead and select the slot, and they will be able to know what time they will be on based on the time zones that they live. I hope I explained that correctly. And then the other part is publish a schedule to use as a shared document or platform using, like I said, you can use RaidPal or you can use Red Lab for easy reference. Now I know TYC, they also do raid trains. They also an organization that do raid trains. They use Docs to organize, their time slots and like that. But they also use um, Red Labs to actually schedule their raid trains. So they use a couple of documentation to make sure that they get everything organized. So hope that helps me. Hope that helps you to explain that. So let's get to number 4. Okay, promote the raid train. Use social media platforms, Discord channels, and Twitch communities to announce the raid train. What I do to coordinate, what usually happens when a raid train is being coordinated, once the slots are filled, that organization will create the flyer where they will schedule, the Twitch DJ's name and also the time they're going to be playing. So that's how they're sketched. Okay, make a graphic with the lineup and set times. That's what I just explained. And like I said, that's what the flyer entails. It entails some graphics, some nice designs, and it also has the lineup, which is the DJs that's going to be playing and the time they're going to be playing. Okay, encourage DJs to share the event with their followers to build and anticipate and create viewership. In other words, make sure you promote and post those flyers on your social media platforms. Me, I post mine on my Facebook, Instagram. I also use Threads. I also use LinkedIn, and I also use Twitter. And I use Discord. So I have 5 areas. Well, I also have 2 more. My Facebook also has my DJ page, and I also have a group, Househeadspeakz group page. And I'm also part of several groups where I can post my flyers in. So I have different options, you know, various options to use to promote, the raid trains. And the thing is, when you on a raid train, not only that you promoting the flyer, letting people know when you're playing, you also allowing people to follow all the DJs that's on that lineup. So everybody wins when you promote um, a raid train. Okay, so yeah, I think I explained all that. So let's go to number 5. Okay, prepare DJs with instructions. Explain how to start a raid train on Twitch and provide instructions on what to do before and after a raid. There's 2 ways to do that. If you join a Twitch Ray Train's organized Discord, they will have the actual instructions on how to do their ray train. Most of them will have that. But if you actually own the ray train, you can always ask on the chat, and a DJ will be DJ or people who's there will be more than happy to assist you. I mean, when I started my first raid train, I didn't know how to raid. And then when I got on another raid train, I asked how, what's the proper way to raid. And when I was told to, then I followed what I was told. So that's how that's done. Confirm each DJ stream link and username. For example, my Twitch username is Househeadspeakz _. That's how, if you will go to Twitch, that's how you will find me. You can go to the search, go to Househeadspeakz _, and that's how you find me. Now, there's a caveat that I want to say. If you happen to be a DJ and you part of a raid train or you're organizing a raid train, it behooves you to let the other DJs know. Make sure that they follow everyone that's on that lineup. It makes things much easier to raid when everyone on that particular raid train has followed all the DJs that's there. That's how I usually do it. If I know I'm in a raid train where I'm not already following a DJ that's on a lineup, or if a DJ that's new and I'm not familiar with, then I will actually go to that DJ's Twitch channel, and then I will follow that DJ. Okay. And then the third is decide on any specific hashtags, logos, or phrases to use during the raid train to create a constant theme to help viewers stay connected. Usually it's your emojis and things of that nature. But if you're talking about hashtags, anytime that you're promoting a raid train, just what I do is I just let them know the name of the raid train and let them know when I'm going to be playing. I also make sure to say follow all these DJs that's on the raid train, and then I will create my hashtags. Usually my hashtags always consist of the name of the raid train. I always use hashtag Twitch, hashtag DJs. I always use, if there's a volume like volume number 16, 17, I use that. I use hashtag raid train. I use what kind of genre that it is. If it's house, I will do hashtag house. If it's open format, I would do hashtag open format. And then I will also hashtag a genre that, well, I don't do that until after I until I get ready to download my recorded set. But that's going to be later, and I'll explain that. Okay, so we can go to number 6, please. Just hope everybody enjoying the background. I wanted to change things up because I wanted to make sure I come across this because I feel this is very important. Anyway, number 6, engage viewers during the event. Have each DJ welcome the raiding audience, introduce yourself, and mention the raid train. Okay, it goes a little something like this. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm going to use VibesForTheTribes as an example. VibesForTheTribes, Halloween Havoc, Stage 1 is coming at you. I happen to be Househeadspeakz, coming live from you from the Shy. And then I will thank a DJ who played before me, and I also will let the DJ who's going to play after me, I will give them the shout out as well. And then I'll just let them know that sometimes I'll let them know what kind of genre I'm going to be playing, and sometimes I'll say, look, I'm just going to be throwing these tunes for you and let's go. So that's how I do it. Now, the next thing it says, encourage DJs to shout out at previous DJs and mention the next DJ in the lineup to keep the viewer engaged. I just explained that. Okay, and then use Twitch chat to keep up energy and direct viewers if there are changes, which 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 automatic means most times when you're involved in a raid train, you'll have mods or you'll have mostly chats that will always throw the emojis and engage and you stuff like that while you're playing. And you can also engage, return the engagement in two ways. If you have a microphone like I do, you can give them a shout out there, or I also give them shout outs using a using I'm sorry, it's called stream uh, elements, which I got it set up where I can all you have to do is type type I'm sorry, exclamation point SO for shout out, and then then I will put their DJ name, and then it will automatically give a little message about shouting them out and all that good stuff. So let's go to number 7. Okay, monitor and troubleshoot. Designated moderator or organizer to oversee the entire raid train. They can keep the schedule on track, manage any technical issues, and communicate with DJs. Now, there's a good number of DJs that do have mods. I'm still I'm still growing as a Twitch DJ, so I have not had a moderator yet, but hopefully by next year I will announce that I am looking for a moderator for my raid trains, because I know I'm gonna need one, because as my viewership and everything is growing and I get more evolved in raid trains, I know that I'm gonna definitely need a moderator to help me make sure that my viewers and my followers and those that's in the chat, keep them engaged and everything. So that's gonna be a tremendous help. But I know with House Masters, one one of the 4 members, including myself, we are like the moderators. We will always engage and keep the chats going. So that's that's all 4 of our jobs, and especially if one is playing and then the other one will do the moderator, and then until that person time to play, and then the others will go ahead and do the moderator. So that's how that's go. So enough of that. So let's go to the last one. I think it's the last one. Yep, it's the last one. Let's go to the last one. Excuse me about the siren. Like I said, I even know I got my window closed, but I live in a busy street area, so you're still gonna hear sirens. Okay, last one. Follow up after the event. Thank viewers and DJs on social media. Always do that. Always do that. And I'm gonna show you how you should do it. Share highlights, clips, or stats from the event. Unfortunately, Twitch don't have, since Twitch implemented the DJ program, you can't do highlights, you can't do clips anymore, you can't use those anymore. That's been eliminated. So, but there's another way to do it. Okay, gather feedback to improve future raid trains and build communities interested for the next one. What I usually do is I will thank the organizers, like say for instance, Vibe for the Tribe. I will thank them for inviting me to their raid train. So I will always and then give my feedback on how my experience is with their raid trains. But the last one is record the raid train set and post it on platforms like SoundCloud and Mixcloud. Now, I only use SoundCloud, but what I do is I record every set that I play, especially when involving raid trains. I always record a set, and then what I do is I will upload that set, and then I will post it out to my social media, and then I will say things like, shout out to the organizers of this raid train. Shout out to all the DJs that was involved, and instead check out my mix that I played on that particular raid train, and thus and so. And then I put my hashtags on there, and then I post it out to my social media. So that's how I did it. Oh wow, I didn't go over 30. I just went. That's gonna be probably over, but that's how That's how you organize a Twitch DJ raid train. You know, like I said, I've been part of raid trains where it wasn't organized and I canceled. And just recently I had to cancel a raid train because the flyer wasn't done and they still had slots available, and it was the day before they was gonna start. So I canceled, and come to find out that the organizer was not feeling well and this and that. So I suggested them to just cancel the whole raid train and redo it at another time when they're healthy and stuff like that. And of course they dismissed what I said, you know, and that's that. But unfortunately, a good number of DJs that I knew canceled that particular raid train. And I guarantee you this, if that organizer decides to do another raid train, chances are he's not going to have any DJs to play on that raid train. Now, he may or he may not. They may or they may not. Hopefully, if they do decide to organize another raid train, keep it small. You keep it small. If you can keep it small, then your chances of having actual people to actually participate in a raid train will be great. I know when it comes to house masters, I think we have three raid trains that we do. One is called Coffee Mates and Music. The other is called House Masters, and then the third is called Global DJ Beats. Now the difference between all three is Coffee's Mates and Music involves a genre that is picked by one of the organizers. His name is Intoxicator. Shout out to him. House Masters is all house, nothing but house. Some genres are house. You can play house music of any genre, long as it's under house. And Global DJ Beats is open format, so any genre of music you can play on Global DJ Beats. Yeah, you're welcome to it. Sky's the limit. So I hope I was able to give you guys, especially those who's thinking in terms of organizing a raid train, or who are involved in raid trains, or who's thinking about joining a raid train. This should help you have a full understanding on how raid trains should be done. And if they're done correctly, you can have a great community, and you can have great DJs and also people to come to your raid train and have a great experience. If it's not done correctly, unfortunately, your raid train is not gonna last. And trust me, since I've been doing raid trains, and I think it's going on a year. I didn't see raid trains come and go. When I first started doing raid trains, there was a good number of raid trains that was booming, that was popping up, popping up, popping up. And then as the months go, they was sliding off, sliding off, sliding off. And it was different situations. Some, families, got in, family issues, so they wasn't able to keep up with the raid trains, or the ones that was organized decided to leave, and the ones that took over didn't know what they was doing, and everybody just decided to just leave that particular organized red train, and organizers just decided not to do it anymore and disband the whole red train, and then that was it for that. So that's why I really that's why it's important to make sure if you're going to start a raid train, make sure you start one with the mindset of having it organized. Make sure you dot your I's, make sure you cross your T's. And I hope this particular segment of Monday Night Rant will assist you in creating a successful raid train so you can have the experience of, you know, great of I'm gonna say great of Twitch DJs like myself who enjoys playing on raid trains. I mean, I love raid trains. They are such a joy to play. I mean, I can play at the privacy of my own home. I can, you know, really engage people who's watching me and listening to me and things of that nature. I can check out, the chat and engage in that. It's just a best of all worlds into one. And like I said, the great about it is it's done at the privacy of my place. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you get something out of it. Like, make sure you definitely share this particular segment to fellow DJs that's out there. But like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can know when I'm planning on doing another Monday Night Rant. So this is Househeadspeakz signing off. Peace and love. Of course, I don't go out by thanking those who allow me to be involved. Their particular raid trains, and you can see their logos and all that. Most of them some were one-offs. The others are those that I'm proud to be involved as a member. And I mean, for example, you'll see Twitch DJs. I'm a member of that. Vibes for the Tribes. I'm a member of that. Of course, my fam, House Masters, you know, with their segments, and I'm a member of that. I just recently became a member of the Red Lab, which is a crew that's based here in Chicago. So I am very proud to be part of and be playing with these great raid trains. And keep up the good work, people. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And of course, you saw the shirt that I was wearing tonight. Make sure you cop my the rest of my gear that's out there. House That Speaks Designs. All you gotta do is go to www.tpublic.com/user/Househeadspeakz hyphen designs. Okay, that'll be all, everyone. Peace out.